So today I am back with a new makeup tutorial. Guys, I promise I'm not bald. It was a bad hair day, so I decided to put it in a top knot bun. Excuse the ginormous forehead. In today's video, I thought that I would film a drugstore makeup tutorial. I haven't filmed an all drugstore makeup tutorial look in a while, and I've been really into it. Personally, I'm a college student and I used to spend a bunch of money, on luxury makeup, but lately I've been kind of taking a cut back, trying to save up some money, so I've been really utilizing some really good affordable makeup products. You can definitely get a very luxurious look on a budget. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video today. I wanted to play with a lot of nudes and sparkles and just look very clean and glamorous. If you do happen to enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it. And definitely don't forget to click the subscribe button down below if you want to see more videos. I'm super excited to announce that I will be filming 2 videos a week. So I have a lot more time. I'm going to try to upload Mondays and Wednesdays. This week though, I'll have a video up Tuesday and Thursday. I am super excited about that. Thank you so much for your love and support, and I will see you guys in a few seconds. So I'm starting this look by prepping my skin with some coconut oil to get it nice and hydrating. I love this for a moisturizer. Then I'm going to be priming my skin using my NYX Pore Filler Primer and my Neutrogena. This is the one that adds shine. So I'm putting the pore filler on my T-zone, on the areas where I have more texture. And then I'm focusing the Neutrogena Hydrating Primer on like the high points of my face to highlight the skin and kind of give a soft glow to that area. Then I'm going to be mixing the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation by Maybelline, and I'm going to be mixing that with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I personally love this combination because it gives you the right balance between a glow, and then since my skin is more oily, the Fit Me Matte Foundation helps kind of balance the two. I'm blending this into my skin using my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I love this almost just as much as my beauty blender. It really pushes the foundation into the skin and gives you a very natural and clean finish. To fill in my brows, this is the only product that is not drugstore. I apologize. I use my Brow Bar to go, but you can use any brow powder of your choice. The drugstore definitely has a wide selection of brow products. I just haven't had a chance to try them yet. Then to clean up under my brows, I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I love this concealer. This is the shade Light Pale. So I'm just using that to highlight under my brows and then also to prime my eyelids. And then with whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to clean the top part of my eyebrow. I'm then going to take my Real Techniques sponge with some loose powder and lightly set the eye area so that I can get to blending. Then I'm going to go in with my NYC bronzer in Sunny, and I'm going to be applying this in my crease as a transition shade. I'm taking my Sigma E40 blending brush and blending that back and forth in my crease, and like always, angling it up and out toward the end of my eyebrow bone. I'm going back and forth. Once I establish that on both eyes, I'm going to deepen up the crease some more with the same exact brush and the same bronzer, but I'm just applying it deeper in my crease and just really packing on that pigment to give it some more dimension. I'm then going to take my Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Age Luster. This is by far one of the most gorgeous cream eyeshadows I've ever seen at the drugstore. It is so gorgeous. So I'm just packing this all over my lid and then blending it out with my finger. I'm then going to take my NYX glitter in 08. It's a nice gold glitter. I'm lightly applying this to the center part of my eyelid, packing it on the center first and then taking whatever's left on my brush and putting it on the other parts of my eyelid. I want the center to have the most glitter. That way it gives the eyes some more dimension when you're looking straight onto the eyes. By really focusing it in the center part of the eye, it will really make it pop. Then over top of that, I'm going in with my NYX loose pigment in the shade Pearl. It's like a gorgeous pinky silver shade. So I'm mainly again focusing that on the center part of the lid and then just taking the excess on the other parts of the eye. By putting this over the glitter, it's really just going to seal everything in place and help for everything to look nice and smooth. I'm going to use this same exact shade to highlight the inner tear duct of my eye as well. To highlight under my eyes, I'm using, again, the Maybelline Insta Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Light Pale. And I'm just applying these to the areas that I normally highlight under my eyes, down my nose, forehead, and chin. I will be buffing this out again with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. I'm focusing it on the outer edges, just blending that through. That way the center part of my face stays nice and highlighted. Then to set the under eyes, I'm using my favorite powder of all time. This is the Airspun Loose Powder, and I'm taking that with my damp beauty blender and setting my under eyes. I'm also going to set down my nose, chin, and forehead. Then I'm going to take whatever is left on my sponge and I'm going to use that to set the perimeter of my face. For bronzing up the rest of my face, I'm going to use this CoverGirl True Blend bronzer in the shade 02. It's a gorgeous shimmery bronzer and it has like gold flexes in it. This is such a gorgeous bronzer for the drugstore. So I'm applying this with my Morphe M527. This is my favorite bronzer brush. So I'm putting that on my cheeks, forehead, and jawline. And then for blush, I'm going to use Luminoso by Milani. And as you can see, it already is giving my skin a highlight without actually going in with a highlighter. Then to contour my nose, I'm going to use the NYC Matte Bronzer in Sunny, the same exact color that I used in the crease of my eye. I'm going to put that down my nose just so it looks a little bit more natural since there's no shimmer. And don't forget to blend the inside of the eyeshadow into your nose contour so it looks more natural. I'm going to take whatever extra powders left on my sponge to buff out those lines on my nose. I'm then going to go in with the CoverGirl True Blend Bronzer. Again, I'm going to place that on my lower lash line. This is really pretty for the lower lash line because like I said, it has gold flexes, so it also highlights under that lash line. And then I'm going to go back in with my NYX Loose Pigment in Pearl, and I'm going to put that on that first third of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of the same glitter I put on my eyelid, and I'm going to focus that on, again, that first third, just to give it a little bit more of a pop. I'm going to use that same pigment by NYX that we used on the lid. I'm going to use that to highlight my cheekbones. I'm also going to put this down the center of my nose and on my cupid's bow. Then to prep my lashes for some falsies, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I'm focusing on that on my top and mainly my lower lashes to really open it up. Then I'm going to go in with my Ardell lashes in 105. I love these. They're super natural and long. I'm going to go in with my Jordana lip liner in Rockin' Rose. And I'm just going to outline my lips. Following that, I'm taking this NYX like a liquid lipstick in the shade Stockholm. This is one of my favorite nude lips ever, whether it's drugstore or high-end. I love this lip color. I'm going to take the NYX gold glitter and I'm going to place that on the center of my lips. Don't worry, we're going to blend it out with this gloss by NYX in the shade, what is this called? Do the Hustle, and I'm focusing that on the center and then just bringing the excess to the outer parts of my lips. And there you have it, loves. This is the completed look. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it and want to see more videos. Love you. Bye.